Shabbat Shalom family. It's a video that I have ran across on Facebook, and it states a lot of details, a lot of truth in it, because sex is not marriage. A lot of our people in the Hebrew community, in the truth, they do sex as marriage. And I'm about to post a video, and the elder was going in and stating facts and truth, and I just want to post it on this YouTube channel and share, and because it's nothing but the truth. The truth shall set you free.
With our Hebrew people, this is an issue that I have been getting numerous emails and questions about concerning this issue with our women and with our brothers. Now, I want to say this, and I want you to all pay very close attention to what it is I'm about to spit out of my mouth. And I know it's probably going to piss a lot of people off, and it's probably going to make a lot of brothers angry, and it's probably going to make a lot of people start to question and scratch their head about a lot of things. But I want you to think about this. For the issue is on marriage. I'm getting a little bit irritated with women inboxing me saying that we have brothers who are in this faith, who are Hebrew Israelite, who are discovering their culture, are all of a sudden feeling the need to round up women. They're rounding up women like cattle. They're herding them like pimps want to herd whores. And they want to tell them that when they sleep with them and have sex with them, that all of a sudden that they're married. Just because they had sex. Now you're married. Well, let me tell you something. I have read my Torah, and not only have I read my Torah, I got sense enough to know that just because somebody sticks a penis in you and have sex and say, oh, God is so good that this is my wife, that don't make you married. This is what you all need to understand. The world has twisted the very sanctimony of marriage. They've twisted it so bad until we don't even know what's right. They're calling fornication the new marriage. Fornication is not the new marriage. Marriage is a covenant between a man and a woman. It's also a signed decree that comes with it. And I'm fed up with a lot of these brothers getting on this Facebook talking about their wife this and their wife that and my wife that, when all she is somebody that you done laid down with, had sex with, and done lied to and told her that y'all married. And not only am I finding this problem going on with, the people that are Hebrew Israelite, I'm finding this problem going on with the world. See, there's no difference. How long have we known people to live together and have sex and run around talking about, hey, we're married now? How long have we seen this stuff going on? But the point is, back in the day, it was understood that when you lived with somebody and you guys were not married, the word was called shacking. But now it's called, oh, the Most High has told us because we're married and we having sex. Now we're together. It's sex is marriage. Well, then if having sex is marriage, then I need to know then what the hell is fornication? Make me understand what the hell is fornication. Because I know for a fact that in the book of Corinthians, the Most High destroyed 20,000 people in one day for fornication. And Satan knows that if he can convince some of these people out here that just because they're having sex, that it's marriage, that he got you. Fornication will take you straight to hell along with adultery. Now, the next problem that I'm seeing some of these brothers that are actually living with the woman, and now they read a few lines, just now learning and coming into this truth, ain't been in it but had probably a year or 6 months, and all of a sudden they want to start teaching and telling people, hey, not only are you married to the woman that you with, but you can go get you another one and she'll be your wife too. Yeah, because see, we know the spirit of Judah. Judah has a problem with sex. Judah has always had a problem with women. That was his problem in the Bible. That's the problem of his seed. And he warned his seed to beware of drunkenness and fornication and women, to be aware of it, because those are things that tripped us up. It tripped David up so bad that when he looked out the window and saw a man, wife, baby, all of a sudden he wanted to have the man killed so he could go and sex that man's wife, so he could call it and claim it his own. See, this is our problem, being the seed of David. So we have to be careful that this is not going to be something to take us to hell. So I'm pretty fed up with a lot of these sisters getting in my inbox saying that they're getting brothers seducing them to come and lay up with them in their houses and have sex with them and tell them that now they're their wives. They want to create a whole concubine of wives. They want 2 wives. They want 3 wives. They want 7 wives. They want all the free coochie they can get in the name of the Most High. And don't think because you're sitting here telling these people, oh, well, in the Bible, Solomon had this many wives. Solomon had that many wives. As it was in the beginning, the Most High created Adam and Eve. The first man to start to take on a second wife was Lamech, and he came from the seed of Cain, the evil, wicked seed of Cain. It was never so in the beginning. If it was so, he would have made Adam extra wise. Even when Sarah convinced Abraham to go ahead and have sex with a handmaiden, Hagar, he told him to get rid of her because that was not what he had promised to Abraham to bring his seed forth. It was to come through Sarah, and that was it. But I'm finding that a lot of you coochie hungry men are out here lying and deceiving the daughters of Zion who are trying to wake up and come out of the darkness and trying to find out the truth of the light, and you're tripping them back up because your dick can't be still. This is what the problem is. And you're telling them that these are the things and the instructions and the commandments of the Most High. This is got to stop. This is tripping up the daughters of Zion. You are prostituting out his daughters. You are selling them into whoredom. And some of you say, well, what if, what if something happens to, her brother or something, or, it's going to be, we're supposed to take on that extra wife. How many of you out here actually had a brother that died that didn't leave a seed behind, and you know that you should take that wife? Half of you ain't got a brother that done died. Most of your brothers are running around here banging and screwing girls just like you are. So the bottom line is, stop using fornication as a tool to say that these people are actually being married. You are not married. You need a signed decree. I need to start seeing papers being produced around here. And for you all that are sitting up high-fiving everybody that's getting on Facebook saying that they're married and that they got wives, you might want to go to the public records and check the thing out, because some of these people are trying to escape a fornication. Some of these people are waking up and saying, I got to get out of this madness. And because they choose to get out of the bed of fornication, they're being persecuted on Facebook, and they're being tortured and talked about because they no longer want to be sleeping in a bed of darkness that's going to lead them down to the pathway of hell. Not only do they not want to do that, they don't want to participate in you bringing other females to get in the bed with you. And that's the bottom line. This is what it all boils down to. We need to wake up and stop thinking with our lower heads. You men, stop thinking with your lower heads and think with your upper heads. Now, there are some brothers on here I have seen that are trying to school some of these youngsters. Because let me tell you something. I'm 47 years old. I'm about to have 6 grandchildren. And I've never seen so much madness and craziness in behind sex in my life in this generation. And this is going to be the thing to destroy the younger generation as well as the old, if we don't start telling our youth that just because you stick your penis in a woman, that does not make you married. You better honor the law. Honor what the Most High said about marriage. He said marriage is honorable and the bed is undefiled. Stop using the fact that you sexing somebody and looking up into the heavens while you have an orgasm and saying you married in the spirit and saying that that's what that is. Because that's not what it is. The devil is a lie and a deceiver too. This is the problem. Lies and deceptions are being spread throughout our people, and you are confusing our people that are waking up, and you're tripping them up in the darkness. They're trying to come out of this thing only to find somebody that's half-witted and oversexed to turn around and tell them a lie to say, hey, babe, all we got to do is just make love and we marry. All we got to do is have sex and we marry. That's the same thing that the world is telling the people out here. We're supposed to be separate. We're supposed to be set apart people. Now, how in the hell is it that we're doing the same thing that the world is doing, and then we got the nerve enough to turn around and say this is the will of the Most High? The devil is a lie. And for all of you that know that this is a lie, don't bow to this mess. There will be people that will lie on you, that will threaten you, that will persecute you, that will blaspheme your name because you're bold enough to look them in the face and tell them that sex without marriage, you have not come between 2 witnesses, nor have you had a written decree, nor have the Most High ordained sex to be marriage. And when you open your mouth up and say that nowadays, people look at you like you crazy, like there's something wrong with you. Now they truly are calling good evil and evil good. And this is the thing that we need to understand as a nation of people. And it's a shame that I got to get on here and tell some of these grown people that, oh, by the way, just because you sex a girl, it is good, and you screaming into the heavens and saying, oh, Most High, we married, that don't make you married. That's crazy. That's fornication. Deal with it and understand that's what it is. Now, as for you all who are teaching this truth, who will keep standing on it, because I know there are some brothers out here that have sense enough to know that this is a lie straight out the hell, straight out the devil's mouth. And for all you that say, oh, well, she just don't want to talk, she don't know what she's talking about, whatever. Bottom line, you better understand that the word says whoremonger and adultery, the Most High is going to judge. Fornication is the way and the tool that the devil has always used to bring down the people of Yah. Sodom and Gomorrah started out with fornication, and then homosexuality and adultery and bestiality. All of this is sexual perversion. And guess what? Even the Kimite people, the ones that practice Egyptology, speak the same thing. They say to themselves, if a woman lays with a man, then all of a sudden they marry. Sex is marriage. So what's the difference between what the Israelites are saying and what the Kemites are saying? It's got to be a difference between the two. So some of you are Israelite Kimite pretenders. That's what you are. Yes, that's the truth about all of this. And I want to warn you, start thinking with this head and stop thinking with that lower head, because in the end, all of y'all heads are going to be rolling if you keep lying and spreading this filth amongst the people of Yah. This is what I have to say about the situation. Read your word, study your word. By all means, let no man deceive you, because the devil is a liar and a deceiver, and I'm tired of watching him going around deceiving these young girls and older women who don't know any better into doing this sick, perverted thing before the Most High. He will judge. Peace and be blessed. Good day.
For one thing, it's most definitely not like how it used to be. Like back when our grandparents, back like in the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s and the 60s, how they get married by law. Nowadays they just want to lay down and say that they're married. So I agree with what the sister is saying. She's an elder. She's breaking it down, and all elders should be trying to tell sisters that are in the truth about the information that she is saying. It's true.